Hey, I'm James.
And I'm Caroline. We're bringing not one, but 2 cars to the SEMA show this year.
We have 8 weeks to get these cars ready and get them on a transport headed out west. But in order to get this done, we gotta stop talking
and get wrenching.
In our Skullclops resurrection video, you saw us put this thing together in a week. This was awesome, but we had a lot of issues as you saw and really didn't get all the kinks worked out. We decided it was best to ship it home to South Carolina so that we could give this car all of the best parts it deserves in the comfort of our own shop. Here's where it gets a little crazier. We're planning to ship the Skullclops back to San Francisco, then road trip it to SEMA, all while the Speedle is being shipped to Vegas. And then we road trip both the Speedle and the Skullclops home from Las Vegas. We are so excited to be sharing this whole experience with you. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our weekly uploads of all of this madness and awesomeness in one.
Caroline and I are both very, very curious on the why the steering wheel did this. I'm just not sure why they didn't try to figure out how to lock this down when they built it on the show. I went over to my buddy's shop and looked at another Corvette C3 that was over there, and it actually had the locking mechanism on it. All I had to do was take a 5/16 bolt and tighten it up. I've got this bolt right here, which is it's an Allen head, basically like a plug, and it should get flush. I fixed the steering column. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move the fuel pump from the engine bay, which shouldn't be in there, this particular fuel pump. It's kind of a pusher, it's not a puller, and we're going to go out and burn these tires down because I think we need to have a little bit of fun with this car before we tear it completely down, put new engine in it, transmission, everything for our road trip home from California.
Now we're starting on the Speedle. I'm making them move the car in here. We're gonna go ahead and pull the motor out so that I can get it on an engine stand, start ordering parts for that, and James can start working his fabrication magic because we have a lot of work to do between both cars and also my car. You guys make this look really easy.
It is.
No problem.
I'll check back with you in 15 minutes. I expect this motor to be out by then.
The fact that we're bringing 2 cars to an event like the SEMA show is wild to me. It feels so good to have all of our hard work displayed at one of the largest automotive events in the world. Not to mention, we're also road tripping across the US in both cars. We get to travel Route 66, explore old junkyards, see friends, and make new ones along that journey. The Speedle is one of our well-known cars we built here at HHWheels. This car has brought us so many of you, both online and off. I am so grateful that you all continue to enjoy this silly little blue bug. I'm sure I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but this is so crazy.
The engine is out. I would be lying if I said it didn't hurt a little. Like, I'm kind of sad. I'm sad to see the Speedle. I can't drive it for at least the next 3 months.
All right, 15 minutes. Let's see where they made it to.
Thanks for the help, James.
I told you 15 minutes. That's all I was going to give you. Whoa! You did it?
Yeah, of course I did. I told you it was coming out. So the first step is complete on getting the Speedle torn down. We have the engine out. Now I have to get this thing torn down so I can re-powder coat pretty much all these tins and everything, the linkage, make it look all nice. I also got all of the fuel system ordered because we're going to be doing a fuel cell, all new AN lines into the carbs, pretty much everywhere on this car. It's going to be awesome. And then we have a ton of metal work to do in the front. Thankfully, I have James, the ultimate fabricator, to be helping me out with that. And we also still have to work on the Skullclops. So the day we picked this car up from the guy who shipped it here, we were like, oh, no big deal, we'll drive it home. I had the truck and trailer, he drove the Skullclops. We made it, what, like almost like
30 miles to the island.
Pretty close to the island, 2/3 of the way there. And all of a sudden it just like died on him. I assumed it was because they put the fuel pump in the front engine bay, which I'm sure didn't help because it really should be a lot closer to the fuel tank. But yesterday we were getting everything ready to do this and discovered this. I mean, that inlet is
This isn't gonna work.
so restricted. Definitely didn't help our cause. So probably a mix of this and a mix of that led to having to do this.
Not so much for saving my hands from smelling like fuel.
I just felt all my nose hairs curl.
This is not gonna work.
So the principle of the show was that the winner takes all, like takes both cars, right? Good answer.
Yes.
Obviously the winner didn't want this car. If only cars could talk, you know? Like if this car could tell us where it's been the last
Oh my gosh, yeah.
12 years, you know? It'd be like, well, I sat in the Warner Brothers parking lot for 6 years and collected dust and people ran into me, and then all of a sudden I got a short sale or someone dumped me on the side of the road and was
No,
picked
they
up by...
just bought at auction by the guy, the original guy. He went and got like a U-Haul trailer or something. This is how the guy told me. I've had a couple of conversations with the guy that we bought it from. And he said, the way he told me was he bought it at auction. When he went to take it off the trailer, the nose snagged the trailer.
Yeah.
And it ripped the whole front of the headlight bezel off.
And now we own it.
And now we know.
And we're taking it to SEMA. And we're road tripping it 2,200 miles.
I mean, SEMA is just like a pit stop. You know, the whole purpose is to actually road trip this from California, from the West Coast back to the East Coast, and then start rebuilding this thing to its former glory.
But right now, we just want to get it running and doing burnouts and breaking it and then starting all over. Because once this LT1 comes out, we're going to build up that 383. I'm really excited about that, actually. I'm excited to make that thing awesome.
The 383?
Yeah. Like, I was excited about that engine when we first got it. I got even more excited about it being in the race truck. And now that it's actually out and we can take that intake off, we can clean the thing.
I love how Rob, I told him they were going to road trip it. He's like, well, you're getting your mileage out of that thing. Like, damn skippy.
Well, it doesn't take you a million years to get this done.
Let's just agree that we're going to clean the engine, okay? We're going to clean it, all right? How we're going to do that, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
It sounds like we're gonna have to swim through the water because the bridge doesn't exist right now. Isn't it nice that I don't think
Say it. Freaking say it. Freaking say it. I'll go to jail right now.
I was gonna say, isn't it nice
Shut up! No, what were you gonna say?
being kept on your toes in your old age by such a young, smart...
Hey, no. Ah!
You're so dramatic. Are you okay? Someone's been watching one too many Bruce Lee movies.
My inner Bruce Lee, man. I'm of Asian descent. I'm not really. I'm European descent. Now that I've got my 3 feet of rubber line to connect the
You just gonna wrap that up in there?
electric fuel pump to.
You're just gonna...
There's a reason we're not showing you how we're doing that.
I don't even know what's going on here.
Guesstimation,
Cool.
approximation. I don't have hot flashes, but it definitely affects me differently.
Okay, sir. Okay. This thing sounds horrible.
We're gonna have to do something about the steering wheel.
Just gonna have to move it.
It doesn't do that anymore. Cool.
How's it-
It feels really solid.
How's it feel to actually drive like the Skullclops? Like,
It's pretty cool. Well, here's
it cooled off.
Transmission's acting weird.
That person probably just shit themselves.
Well, we were like going forward.
You're like, you came full bang.
I was full on. I was going full stride.
Well, we're running cool, so we're good. We wanted to try to break it. I thought you were gonna hit that fire hydrant.
Whoops. I'll tell you what, the rear end likes to come out from underneath this thing. Let's see what happens.
Dude.
Died.
Yeah, you're throwing everything around that carburetor.
Oh, this thing's gonna be fun. I figured this shit out.
I totally thought you were gonna smash that fire hydrant. Like,
Nah, we were gonna get close. Nah. I love this thing. I gotta figure this out.
the chuckle that you get when you do
I gotta
that.
figure this out. We need to get some freaking shoulder straps on this
We're
thing,
gonna have to
man.
get a harness for sure.
It's so easy to work on. I think that's another thing I like. Performance to work on capacity on this thing, every part on it is so easy.
That's why there's more Corvette clubs than any other car club in the world.
I guess, yeah. Wants to do donuts. I gotta figure out how to drive this thing. Whoops. They're calling the cops.
Nah.
When they describe the car, it's not going to be hard to describe the car, right? Now we got to see if it'll do a burnout.
We have a lot to do in the next 8 weeks. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment what you want to see me do on the Speedle or see us do on the Skullclops. Don't forget to subscribe and get out there and get wrenching with your friends because it's always a ton of fun and I gotta go. We got a lot of things to do. Full Speedle ahead.